What's going on, guys? Has it been a year? I think I put out one video since my last ballot. Get you up to date. I'm semi-retired. I recently resigned from my job, and I don't know if I'm going to go full-blown retirement yet or not, but spending time with the grandkids and shooting a lot of pool and just doing my thing. I got some stuff coming up, some stuff I've been buying. I'll show some cards sometime. But while we're here, let's see where to start. Because Brad said in the video some of us are long-winded. I think I fall into that category. I'm going to try to get this in under 15 minutes, so let's get popping. Been watching some of the earlier videos. Like I said, I'm doing this video a little earlier than I usually do it because I got a little more time on my hand these days. But I've been watching some videos, and Ed Wesker Griff, I know you watch this video every year, at least you comment on it. I watched your video, how you were talking about why you didn't make a video last year, and I gotta say, respectfully, I disagree with you. I don't think that it was ever Mike's intentions to bridge the old school with the new school. That's not why he started doing this thing. He started doing this thing to up his sub count. I mean, there's too much proof of that, as opposed to no proof of him ever trying to bridge the old school and new school together. Like AR Falk 77 got in on the first ballot, which was a pretty big feat, you ask me, considering the time period and somebody from that era being able to get in. But Mike didn't even know who he was, and Mike was the guy that made the criteria 1 year of making videos to be eligible to get in. This guy, he never did anything to bridge the old school and new school. This was all about him upping his sub count, which is fine. I mean, I don't if that's why you want to do it. I think he even had to be, I could be wrong here, it's been damn near 10 years ago now, but I think he had to be subbed to his channel for your ballot to count that first year or two. Maybe. I can't remember. But I wasn't subbed to him before. I know I had to sub to him that first year, and then I quickly unsubbed from him because I'll get into that some other time. Maybe I'll go on the IRP one of these days and do my origin collecting in YouTube and how they collided, or I'll just make one of those my story videos that were kind of popular back in the day. But yeah, I don't believe that those were his intentions at all, and for some reason people are afraid to say that. I don't know why, but it was to up his sub count. So let me just move on from that. I mean, yeah, the stuff he did back then, it was, nobody remember, or I don't know, nobody talks about like that year too, the grandfather of all hissy fit videos that he made about basically what he said in that video. He took it down pretty right away, but I saw it, and the gist of that video basically was, I didn't start this thing for you guys to vote for your friends. I started it for you so you could vote for mine, type of deal. But guys defended it. Guys defended that video and him, and the defense was always the same. He's a nice guy. I met him at the card show. He's a nice guy. And okay, he probably is a nice guy. I'm not saying that he steals candy from babies and kicks puppies in his spare time or anything like that, but you can be a nice guy and still be a douche. You can be a nice guy and still be a dick. If you're gonna judge somebody, you can't judge them by what they do. You got to judge them by why they do it. And I just don't think he was ever totally upfront about that. But anyway, he just did too much stuff to the contrary of what you're saying, that he started this thing to bridge the two together. I don't see that. I know a couple guys that I actually did become friends with through YouTube that got voted into the Hall of Fame the second or third year. And I don't know if they still do it now, but back then there was a big deal about the patch. Guys wanted that patch. And he didn't send it to them for like a year. They basically had to ask him to get it. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Well, whatever, man. You got like 10 things to mail out. You mail out 8 of them, you forget 2. It just so happens to be 2 channels that you don't like. I mean, yeah, I never bought into all that shit, so yeah. But I don't know. People defended it. People defended him, and I never quite got it. But hey, it could just be me. But moving along, trying to keep this thing under 15 minutes. I've been watching some of the, not just ads, but some of the other newer stuff. And another thing, Brad goes to all this trouble to make it basically where you just got to click to check something out. And guys are saying in their video, they're not even voting. They're not even doing the OG ballot. Tried for 9 fucking years to get people to... You show me one other organization or group that has a Hall of Fame where they don't try to, in some way, pay homage to the people that laid the foundation. This is the only real or fictitious Hall of Fame I've ever run across that doesn't seem to have any interest in doing that. Mike never did it. Jake never did it. We're trying, the 3 in charge now are trying to do it, and guys are just like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Oh, I don't know him, so I'm not going to know him. I'm not going to vote. Motherfucker, you didn't know Mickey Mantle. You didn't know Ty Cobb. You weren't hanging out with Jackie Robinson. I don't get these baseball guys that are so into the vintage and history that why they don't apply the same things they would for a baseball Hall of Fame to a YouTube sports card Hall of Fame. It's all now. Me. I don't get... I mean, you got guys that count down days, that campaign to get into this thing. I don't get it, man. But I think it's kind of a pisser, man, that they go to all this trouble to try to finally do it, and then people are like, we don't really care. So, I don't get that. But I don't get a lot of things, guys. Don't go, I'm not the end-all, be-all. I don't fucking know everything. I'm just a guy. I like my music loud and my beer fucking cold, man. And I'm not afraid to voice my opinion, which in today's times, it can be a dangerous thing. But I'm going to give it a shot. You guys, you made it hard on me, though, because 80 to 90% of my ballot is old school tubers. So I got to trim my list down. But it's that whole, no, I don't get that. I don't get that because you don't know. I understand to a bit, you got to vote for what you watch. I totally get that because you can't vote for somebody in this kind of thing. You can't really vote for somebody that you've never seen. I get that. It's not the same as never seeing a ball player. I've never seen Gale Sayers or Dick Butkus play. I still collect them because I know the history. But I got way more Urlacher and 85 Bears and stuff. But I don't understand why you feel the need you have to be buddies with somebody to vote for. I don't know half the guys on my list other than what they put out on their YouTube channel. I have made friends doing this thing, but I'm not really personal friends with the majority of the guys I vote for. I vote for them because, one, they're entertaining, they make me laugh, and they started something. Whether you want to admit it or not, they started something. And you got to pay. If you're going to come at me with a Hall of Fame, then I'm going to have that frame of mind where I am going to pay homage to the guys that laid the foundation. People nowadays, I guess they don't want to do that, but whatever. So, I'm not going to have 10 guys on the new school. I can't come up with... I mean, I could if I really tried, but Let's go. New school votes. Victor Negron, Hitman 23, Dustin Bellinger, Big D for life, Because I'm Carlos. And I'll say a little something about Big D for life because I haven't voted for him before. Good guy, Cowboys collector, not afraid to speak his mind, will give you his opinion and not be a dick about it. I have had minimal interaction with him over the years, but enough to know that I think he's a decent guy. Because I'm Carlos, I never voted for him before, but I'm voting for him this year. I enjoy listening to the podcast. I like guys who will, voice their opinion, not be afraid about it, and just be entertained. If you look at my list, really what draws me to channels is guys that are entertaining and or make me laugh. So now, for the 5, we need to flip this too. Suggestion for the powers that be, let me vote for 10 old schoolers and 5 new schoolers, because we got enough new schoolers in this thing. We need to get some more old schoolers. And I will apologize for all the old schoolers that I've voted for over the years. They tied my hands here, boys. I can only vote for 5. So basically pulling them out of a hat. I'm going to vote for BurtCat 8, Jericho 941 IMI, Puff Bear 359, Purple GT 22. Sorry for your recent loss, Steve. That was a nice tribute you put up. And Mike Line TV, because I voted for him every year. I'm going to keep Global Satellite Network, baby. But there's so many other guys. Bears 9 McMahon, Caleb's Cards, TTMs, and more. Eastern Connecticut Sports Card, who I was voting for early on, but had to stop there for a few years when he erased all his stuff. Sictifer 2024, Thundering 24, Tony R 619 Breaks, This Film Not Yet Rated, Wenzel 888, Dan 1013, and even RBI Crew 7. Those are just a few of the channels that I wish I could vote for. And we'll see how this thing goes. I don't know how it's going to work out. Nobody probably does, but I think that's it, guys. That's my ballot for this year. Like I said, maybe I'll make one of them Origins videos and go on just bullshitting for an hour about my views and thoughts on things. But thank you, Scony, Brad, and Ray from Philly for tallying up all these votes and starting a veterans committee. I hope it gets better. I hope more people fucking take the time to try to get involved with it and if you're going to take the time to learn about something, you can apply that to this thing too. Take the time and learn about the guys. You don't have to do a fucking deep dive or go and, hours and hours, but just fucking a little bit, man. Learn about some of the guys that laid the foundation for this thing, because like it or not, without them, this wouldn't be here. So that's all I got to say on it so far this year. We're coming up on 15 minutes here, so I need to cut this off. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Voted for everybody. Maybe next year. I can't stress enough. Let's flip it. 5 new schoolers, 10 old school votes. I need that. I need that, man, to get all these guys. I'm curious to see what kind of old schoolers get in. It's going to be fun. I look forward to it. But that's what I got, guys. Thanks for giving me 15 minutes of your time. And I'll see you down the road and talk to you later.